Hello, and welcome to our Teen Stress Less Kit demo with the Public Library of Brookline. My name is Robin, and I'm a teen librarian at the Brookline Village Library. So for this month, I'm here to show you how to make a book hedgehog. Is this your first Public Library of Brookline to Go program? Here's how it works. Each month, the library is offering new take-home program kits, complete with everything you need to follow along and video or written instructions created by one of your local librarians. The best part? Absolutely no due dates. You can keep everything included in your kit. Visit brklib.com to go for a full list of our current kit offerings. Now let's get going. We're using recycled books from the library for this kit, so please don't worry. All of the titles that we have given you to make into your book hedgehog, they'll get a new life as a book hedgehog, but we've already replaced them in our collection. These have had a good life, they've been well loved and well read, and then we decided to give them to you to turn into a new art project. So for the book hedgehog project, you'll see that you're going to get some googly eyes and some glue dots that will help you stick those eyes and other things to your book hedgehog, and you will get a book to use. You don't need that many pages. Around 200 pages is actually what you want for a book hedgehog. You don't want any more than that, or else it's going to get very, very fat. You will also want tape, and you'll need to use a pair of scissors as well. So in order to start folding your book hedgehog, you're going to want to start by having a flat page. And so for the first page, you want to take the top right corner and fold it down in a triangle like this, so it's a pretty large triangle. It reaches beyond the center of the middle, or beyond the middle of the page. You fold it down. And then you take that straight edge from the edge of the page and fold it down toward the spine and keep it flat with the spine. And then finally you're going to fold the left corner, the left top corner, and fold it over so that you create a triangle again all the way towards the center of the spine. Now this will slowly form the body of the hedgehog, and you can see it makes an even shape that will slowly kind of create over time. So the main thing to remember is that you alternate which corner you fold down first as you're folding. So now we're going to take the left top corner and fold it down, and that will let you create that edge, so the larger edge. And then you do the same thing where you fold the straight edge down toward the spine and line it up, fold it over, and you can always crease these a little extra with your thumbnail, and then you fold in that top right corner down to the bottom to make that final smaller triangle. And as you can see, they alternate, so you'll do the top right corner first and then the top left corner first, and you just keep folding all the way through the book that you have. So what's important to remember about this is it sometimes can get a little tricky to get it folded all the way to the edge, but don't worry, it does not have to be perfect. You can always refold if you really want it to be, but mostly don't fret about it. You'll get a nice little hedgehog by the end, and it will have a nice and interesting body because of the way that you fold it. Now this process can take up to an hour or two to get all the way through the pages, depending on how many pages you're folding. So be patient and be meditative about it, and you should be able to get through. If you need to take a break, take a break. Now the other thing to remember as you keep folding is it can get harder and harder to fold because more and more of the body is going to be filling in. So if you need to flip over the page and fold from the edge side rather from the spine side, then you can see that it's a little easier to make sure that it's lining up with the spine because you can fold it in underneath the pages that you've already folded. So that's perfectly understandable if you start to do that. Whatever works best for you as you're folding. Now once you're all done, you've got a nice little hedgehog body here, and you can do whatever you like to make it a little more personality-wise, what you'd like. I used some extra papers that I had from the book to make a pair of ears and to make sure that I had a way to attach the eyes easily. Now to make the ears, I decided to fold them so that we had a nice little pointed ear shape. And what I found with the book Hedgehogs is it's nice to make sure that you have a way to fold the edge of whatever you've created into the folds of the pages, so in between the pages you've already folded. That makes it easier for you to tape it down, for example, by just using some Scotch tape, and to make sure that it'll stay inside securely and it's not just leaning on an edge. So you can fold it however you like, but this is one way to do it. And then for the eye stalks, I just use some little sheets of paper and fold them straight over in a row, and I figure out where I want the eyes. And then I'm going to fold them into a little strip of paper. And as you can see, you can roll it up a little bit, and then you want to place the eye using the glue dot in the center of that little strip of paper. And then you can use the little feet to be able to position it inside the hedgehog and make sure that the eye will stay in place where you want it. And you can secure those with tape. You don't have to. If you're not going to be moving your hedgehog around too much, you don't have to worry about taping it. But as you can see, you can fold it into little strips and make those eyes stay in place with the glue dots and the paper. To make a little top hat for our hedgehog. So I made a little bit of a round here so that we would have a brim. And then I made the body of the hat by rolling up a sheet of paper and taping it with some Scotch tape. So to make the top of the top hat, you trace around the edge of the body, as you can see. And then you just cut into the center of the hat to make little flaps. And those you'll be able to insert inside the top of the hat. And then if you want to tape that on, you can make sure that the top of the hat will stay on there and will look nice. Now none of this is super elaborate or, it's not going to look perfect, but it'll give him a nice little hat at the end. Now for the brim of the hat, you just need to trace around the body of the hat again and cut out the inner circle so that you'll have a brim, and you'll be able to pull the body of the hat through the brim. And then with the hat, I figured out how long I actually want it to be. And then I cut 2 little strips out so that the hat will sit on the hedgehog's head in the same way that we did the eye stalk. So there's 2 little tabs that will make sure to keep the hat on the hedgehog's head. This is just what I could make with this particular bits of paper. We've also included some construction paper so you can have a little more colorful fun with your little creature. And you can add whatever you like to your hedgehog. One final point is that you can also add a nose. I just cut out a triangle of paper and stuck it on with the glue dot. So there you go. Thank you all so much for relaxing with us today. The Tween and Teen Kits program is generously sponsored by the library trustees and the Friends of the Brookline Public Library. We would love to see what you made with your kit, so please feel free to share your project with us on social media using the hashtag BRKLIB2Go.